Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Meadsyreplays and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the IS-8, the Russian Tier 9 heavy tank. Now, I am not a great lover of this tech tree, this line. Mainly, I don't really like the IS-7. I don't really like the IS-3. The IS is okay. But this tank is actually okay. I don't mind this tank at all. I think it's probably the best tank in the entire line, and I prefer this tank than the IS-7, believe it or not. The DPM is a little on the low side, 2,200. I mean, I thought the DPM weren't so bad until I looked at the DPM. 2,200 and something, whereas the ST1 has 2,300. So that it was a little bit disappointing, but it really does not feel that it has that low DPM. I mean, the reload is very, very good. You're looking at, what, 10 seconds, 9.9 seconds on your reload for just 400 alpha. There is a lot of times that you're going to low roll into the 300s, but occasionally you can high roll near on the 500s. I mean, 455 there. And I think the reason I love this tank so much is because of the armour. Now, the front armour, just like the most of the other line, with it being a pike nose, isn't that strong. It's troll, but it isn't that strong. And you do have a weak bottom plate. And as soon as you start to angle, your pike nose becomes very, very weak. However, what this tank has got is spaced armour on the sides, and it's probably one of the most trolled armour in the game. It's so troll. I have seen Death Stars, big TDs, bounce the side of your tank, and I've said all along that the IS-8 has one of the most troll armours in the game, and it's frustrating. It really is frustrating coming up against an IS-8, shooting it with AP in the side, and it bounces. You're just like, what the heck? Why did that bounce? So it's very troll. It's very troll. The speed is actually very, very nice for a heavy. And its gun depression is okay. The accuracy actually feels okay as well. And all that rolled into one, it actually feels like a nice tank. And I've never really been a lover of the IS-3, IS-8, IS-7. But playing this to get footage, I actually really, really like it. I really do enjoy it playing this tank. If you can go hold down, you can really have a good time in this tank, which we are going to show you just in a little while. Not yet, but you can see this battle here, we bounced 640. I mean, nothing special, but we did bounce we bounced something at least, and we still done over 3k damage. We only get a first class for that, and we make some credits as well. Now, when you are top tier against those tier 8s, you really can have a fun time in this tank. When you're bottom tier, not so much. Now, what I love about the IS-8 more than I love about the IS-7 is that the IS-7 is probably one of the most ammo-racked tanks in the game. I don't see too many in the IS-8, not as half as much as you see in the IS-7. Now, this battle we're going to show, it's like a carbon copy of the first battle. We're going to go to exactly the same place, except for we're not going to find a Borzik, we're going to find an ISU-152. Now, as I've said, you do have to be careful, because when you are frontally facing the enemy team, you are not so strong. Now, when you do come up against tanks, like any tank really, in front of you, I recommend not this angle. Do not come at this angle, because your front shoots your pike nose becomes very, very weak. The best way to deal with that is just face them, directly face them, because then the front of your hull actually becomes very strong, and it's only really your bottom plate that they can penetrate, unless they can shoot gold, which, fair enough, if they're going to shoot gold, they're going to do less damage, so it's not such a big deal. So here we're going to come up against the Tiger II, 413 roll into him, and you can see you can side scrape in this, but you really have to hide your hull, because in this kind of positions, I mean, we do get a lucky bounce from the Tiger II, which hasn't got the greatest penetration, but I've seen so many people try and side scrape in an IS tank, and you're just making it worse. You're just making it so much worse when you try and side scrape. You need to side scrape properly, maybe sometimes over angle, so you're showing your sides, because as I've said, the best thing about this tank is your side armor, and the more you show that, the more people believe that they are going to penetrate, and they don't, and they get those troll bounces. So if you've not got cover, definitely just go straight into a tank, and if you're face hugging a tank, just look at them directly, because just don't angle unless you're going to over angle, just like we're doing here against that Lurver. We over angled, he shoots because he thinks he can penetrate, and we get a bounce. Now we do get a troll bounce on his gun there, but that's what happens. So this battle, we're on 3.3k damage. We're going to get one more shot in on the Pantera. I don't think we're going to get any more shots because he's backing up into some of my tanks. Now, stupidly, I am shooting heat because I still have the heat loaded against the Lurver. So we're going to shoot we are shooting the Pantera with heat, because why not? It has no armor. Let's shoot it with heat. So that battle, we're just about to finish. The Centurion is going to die from the WZ-120. So we bounced 930 damage, which is more hit points than we've got. So we do manage to stay alive because of those troll bounces. 3.7k damage. Again, we get a first class, high caliber. We make some credits again, 17,000 credits. So you can earn credits as well. So the last battle on dead roll. Now we're going to push the middle here, and we're going to use the gun depression that it has got, and we are going to use that armor of his, especially from the turret. Now this is what I mean by accuracy. There's an IS-3 there, snapshot, 446 damage. It seemed to go in like butter. Now it is an IS tank, obviously it is a Russian tank, so the accuracy isn't the best, but on this tank it actually feels really the and it doesn't feel like the IS-7, where the IS-7 is just, the reason I hate the IS-7 so much is because the accuracy just feels really bad. The penetration just feels really bad. Where this tank, it doesn't. For some reason, it doesn't. I mean, we're going to aim at the IS-3 here. No problem. We're going to pen him. So, and that's what makes me love this tank. Everything just seems to work with the tank. With the speed, the turret, the gun depression that it has got, the side armor that it has got. It's an all-round really strong tier 9 heavy, especially when you are top tier. Now when you are bottom tier, tier 10 will penetrate you no problem at all, but again, with the side armor, you can still get bounces from the tier 10s, no problem at all. So I'd recommend definitely show your side armor more than your front, because you will get, because of that spaced armor, you'll get more bounces from your side than your front or your rear. So this kind of position where they think they can penetrate you, and I mean, we're just giving it to them. We are giving it to them. IS-3 there, look, side on, and we get the bounce. So definitely these kind of positions are the best kind of positions for this tank. Now we're going to shoot the Yag up there. I've been wondering all battle where that blimmin' tank was. I'll keep getting bounce after bounce after bounce. I realised, I kind of gathered he was there because he was still getting me in this kind of position. Now again, look at that IS-3. We're going to get a side, we're going to get a bounce from his side there, and it was grey, but we still get the troll bounce from, well, he gets the troll bounce. So now we're getting shot from the T-50-40-1. He shoots me twice, he shoots me 3 times, and he is now on a reload. So we're going to go for the standard B. 392, we do low roll there, but we do need to be careful of this ISU-152. There goes the IS-3, there goes the standard B, and it just leaves the T-50-41, this ISU, and the Jag Tiger at the back. That is still in the position that he was when we last see him. So there goes the ISU. Waffle can take him out. Now the T-54E1 was full hit points, but at the moment I'm not going to get to him on time, so I'm just going to head towards the Jag Tiger, because that was the last position I see him. He was full health. I did blind shot him. Wasn't quite sure if it penned or not. We are going to get spotted, so that just makes me think that, well, he's still in the same position. So we are going to go up and we are going to spot him, and we are going to spot him on 900 hit points, which meant we did damage. Now we're going to bounce there. He does penetrate us that time. So now he has us on DPM. He only needs to shoot us twice. But again, the bounce on the turret there, we're going to aim in, we're going to use the heat, and just as I shoot, he goes out of sight. But as you can see there, we still do a little bit of damage. So we're now going to go just around the corner. It's 6 versus 1, no problem whatsoever. And what I love most about this battle is if you look at the block damage, we've blocked 1,730 hit points. We have 1,730 hit points, dead on, exactly. So we've blocked exactly the same amount as our own hit points. And that kept us alive. Obviously, that kept us alive. So that battle, we do just over 4,000 damage. It was quite easy, to be honest. We make 48,000 credits. We get that steel wall, only a 3rd class, because at this time it is the Uprising event and it's almost impossible to ace these tanks. So that is the IS-8, much different than the IS-3. I still think much better than the IS-7 as well. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'm Meadsy69 and I'll catch you soon. Bye-bye.